What is going on, everybody? Welcome back to A Certain Point of View and another, I guess not another, but we're back for match reactions. We haven't done one in a while. As I unmute the crew here.
Thank you. I was like, wait, I'm silenced.
I know. As you can see, it's just the three of us today. Molly is a little busy this afternoon / evening. And so she'll be back with us tomorrow. And so it's just going to be the three of us.
Brian and her will be back tomorrow.
Yes, yeah, and you know, and now that I mentioned,
you know how excited I am to have a one-on-one match without Molly David. I'm so freaking excited.
Sure. You two are gonna have so much fun. I'm so glad.
Yes, I'll do a little plug. This is what's happening tomorrow. Frank Moran and James White, the match drops tomorrow, and it'll just be Brian and Molly doing a live reaction tomorrow. Same time, same place. Jill and I are both busy tomorrow, and so they'll be taking the reins and doing a little reaction to that match. A little bit of a bummer on our end because it's the first match for James White.
I know, it's a den. I'm missing the
one that we're missing. But I'll just say this, with 4 matches a week, 5 really with the pay-per-views on Friday, we do have lives outside of this. And so there's sometimes things need to be taken care of. And so there'll probably be a few times where you see a combo here or a trio here, but we're doing our best to make sure we get the 4 of us on for most of them, if not all of them. But just to be warned, that'll be the case moving forward, because the next 5 weeks there's 4 matches a week, and so
5.
The next 5 weeks.
I thought it was like the next 2 to 3.
No, it's the next 5 weeks. So, and Leo, to answer your question, it'll be all 4 of us.
Everybody.
It'll be all 4 of us on Thursday. So, and we'll make sure we fill you guys in on social media and stuff like that. For now, we're here to do the opening match of the singles tournament, and we have 2 rookies here. We have Andres Gallego, not Gallegos, as everybody else seems to be pronouncing him. It's Gallego for Kaiser and the Dungeon, going up against Adam Collins for Shannon Barney in Corruption. Although we've seen neither of them. Quite an interesting match to start this tournament off. Not just because we've heard great things about both the competitors, but obviously it's Kaiser and Shannon. It's Kaiser and Shannon. The Dungeon and Corruption seem to be going head-to-head this entire year, with Corruption really having the upper hand at this point. And so it'll be interesting to see what happens for this match. But Jill, just thoughts going into this one as we get into our reaction here.
I'm so excited to have 2 rookies. It's been a hot minute since we've seen 2 rookies competing.
Yeah.
So I'm stoked about that. I'm so excited to see what these players can do. I will say I'm hoping the Dungeon picks up some more points. But I'm excited just to see 2 new players. I love seeing new faces, and I'm excited to see what they bring to the table. Agreed.
Brian?
Yeah, I completely agree with Jill. I've been watching Nerd Chronic's little trivia sessions, and Andre's there. So I'm curious to see how that paid off. And yeah, I love a good rookie versus rookie, because you really have no idea what to expect, and to have Shannon and Kaiser be the ones to start this whole tournament off with the play-ins. I'm excited. I have a feeling there's going to be some trash talk.
What before we get into this, can we make a little prediction here on who we think might take this one? Brian, you want to start us off?
I'm going Dungeon on this one. I'm going to put my confidence in what I've seen. Nerd Chronic says he's a great player. I trust everything that comes out of Nerd Chronic's mouth. So, yeah, I'm going to go with the Dungeon. Even though I love me some Corruption, I'm going to go with the Dungeon on this one.
Jill?
I agree. I don't think there's anyone where I'm like, oh, they're totally going to take this, because I honestly have no idea. I really don't know how either of these players are, but I will root for the Dungeon just because they really need those points right now. So I'm going to pull for some Gallegos, which is apparently his Twitter handle. So.
Oh yeah, and that's his nickname, the Ghost. His nickname is the Ghost. So I'm going to go opposite. I'm going Adam Collins on this one. And again, like Jill said, and I think I might have a little lag here. I don't know what the hell is going on my side.
Good.
I have a lag on from what I'm seeing then.
You're good.
I don't know anything about either of them. I like you guys said, it's very hard. Like Eric, don't kill me. I'm sorry, I'm not taking your word on this one. But I just feel like I feel like 2020 isn't just like the time of upsets, but it's also like the time of Shannon just continuing her crushing of Kaiser. Like it seems like every time they come up against each other, Shannon always gets the upper hand, at least recently. And I feel like that might continue here. And I'll just say this, Adam Collins is a fan leaguer, and fan leaguers have done very well in the past.
Yeah.
So, especially with someone like Chance who came from the fan leagues, is on corruption. Exactly. So I just feel like Adam Collins might make a little bit of a name for himself in this match. So we'll see what happens.
I dig it. Let's do it. Let's go.
All right. Well,
so excited.
Let's get into this. Let me make sure I share the audio.
I don't know why. It feels like it's been forever since we've gotten to like play.
Do a reaction? Yeah. I agree.
Is this our first time doing it to not INNERGEEKDOM or Star Wars?
Yes.
Since
for us three, yes.
I'm gonna be awful. Let's go. Piggy Smalls.
Oh.
You said it, man.
Oh my god.
I love Piggy Smalls.
Seriously? You again?
One more time we see corruption versus the dungeon.
She's so great.
Kaiser
What is going on?
Shannon for all the marbles right now.
Christian Harloff must be walking around with a rock in his shoe. And your winner!
Don't give me that video.
Jake, can you turn it up just a teensy bit?
Corruption's got the dungeon's number. We did it again. Sit down and shut up.
Because I'm sick of all this animosity he has towards me, making me play corruption every match. I mean, can I play somebody else? Please?
I was looking forward to not having to see your ugly mug for at least like 6 months. But you are like a cockroach coming out of the baseboard. You just don't die, do you?
But really, I have nothing to say to you people anymore. I hope you all lose. I hope some of you fall on your way out of your houses today.
Here's something you can all bet on. Andres, the ghost with the most.
Hey guys, Gallego here. Listen,
Gallego.
I've been watching Schmodown for a couple of years now, and you know what? I want to go into this. I want to show the dungeon that they made the right choice in choosing me, the ghost, to represent them.
If you were smart, you would have signed with any other faction than Kaiser's.
Greetings.
Hello.
I'm Adam Collins.
He's doing some yard work.
I've been known since that incident in Jackson Hole. Coyote.
Corruption signed Adam Collins. What do we know about Adam Collins? This is a fan league guy, right?
I had reached out to Robert Parker and I said, "What do you know about this guy?" He said, "Yeah, he's a crazy person." I said, "Great, he's perfect."
Things I've seen, like high-stakes movie trivia and roughneck bars across this country, would make your skin crawl. You can count on me bringing that edge into this match.
I've heard a lot of great things about Adam Collins and about what he's done in the fan leagues. However, you made one wrong move. You're in corruption. In corruption, they're in my eyesight.
Is here to send you, Mr. Collins, back to whatever family you came from or whatever illegal chop shop you work at on Sundays. You're gone.
I'm a coyote, man. I've been watching. I've been waiting for the right moment to make my move. And I can tell you that when it arrives, you will not see me coming.
Honestly, it's now time for the dungeon to take out corruption. I only got one question for you. Are you ready?
Alrighty.
This is gonna be fun.
I like it.
I love not knowing anything about how they could be.
Me too.
And here comes an ad for you, Jake.
Oh yeah.
Get
that ad money. That's okay.
Great indoors
It's okay.
by introducing free 2-day shipping.
Living spaces.
Let's get
I
to
think to no one's surprise,
a couple of these comments before I fast forward to the manager portion here. Let's see. What's up, Pedro? Thanks for joining us. Rachel's in the chat. Oh, Samir here. We don't need corruption to get more points. I mean,
I don't think Samir stopped smiling since Friday, probably.
Yeah. And Jill's covered on this one. Sorry, Jill. A win for the dungeon today, and they overtake Rockstars. But the bigger story is that if corruption wins, wins, they will either tie or overtake the Finstock Exchange. Whoa.
Oh,
Really?
Interesting. So
did
I know
not even
that
think about that.
the match, because it's a play-in, it's only worth 2, not 3, but I
Is it
didn't
a
realize they were
play-in?
that close. I
Yeah,
didn't realize they were
Corruption
that close.
27 and Finstock's 29. I didn't
Oh.
even remember.
So they'll be tied with a win. They'll be, because it's a 2-point match. It's worth 2 points.
Unless they
Yeah.
get a KO or a TKO.
Yes. So if they get that, then yes, it would be an overtake on their point. That's interesting. Finstock Exchange could be in 3rd place at the end of this match. Woo.
I thought they did they not?
Jeremy
I
Miller
thought
here.
they don't allow them to have TKO points in play-ins.
Oh, maybe not.
Didn't they say that?
Okay, well then, if that's the case, then at least it's going to be a tie.
And it can
And
break.
I mean, that's if Corruption wins on this one. So, Leo said here though 3 for the TKO. So maybe. Maybe.
I mean,
Also, Molly is indeed here because look, she's there on the couch.
We mentioned.
I was
Very
like,
true.
really like this
Very
in the
true.
chat. Where?
John,
No.
Kaiser of the Dungeon.
Molly, the Schmodown
Shannon
dog.
Barney.
Oh, Tachyon's right. The Star Wars
Corruption.
tournament, he got
I feel
TKO
like
in that
you
round,
guys
in
are
that playing
right.
match.
Again, and we
That's
can't
right.
get
Good
rid of
call.
you two.
Good
Shannon,
call,
first
Peeps.
of
Good
all, you
call,
gotta be
Peeps.
Feeling really good coming off of Chance's big win in the INNERGEEKDOM. Mike making it to the finals there. And you have had the Dungeon's number. Do you feel the same way going into this rookie match?
Are you guys happy to see me again? Because I'm so happy to see all of you. Yeah, I'm excited. Look, we got the momentum in our favor finally. It took us a while to get there, but now we're in a great
Blood
position. I
red
don't
lipstick,
understand
blood
know.
red
why
crown.
Kaiser
I
is
love
such
it.
a glutton for punishment. We have to do this again. How many times do I have to stomp you guys out before you leave me alone?
Kaiser, you can respond to that?
Shannon, have you let Mike out of the refrigerator yet, or is he still in
Just
there?
chilling.
Okay.
He's chilling.
He's
You know,
chilling.
it's
In the
hard to breathe in that
refrigerator.
thing. You might want to let him out so he can compete the rest of the way.
Kaiser,
know,
I look
Christian-
after it.
Oh, good. Okay, I want to make sure. I mean, I don't like the kid, but I don't want him to suffocate. You know what I mean?
Sure.
Listen, Harloff, I don't know what your problem is. I mean, you think maybe I could play somebody else this season? I feel like every other week I'm
Anybody-
playing Corruption. I mean, is it just the two of us in this league? I mean, give me the Quirky Jerks or the Burning Knapsacks or the
Nice.
Sam Levines, whatever they're called.
The
You
Sam
think- I don't even know.
Levines.
I just want to play somebody else. That's all I'm saying.
Well, look, your thing is you drafted some rookies, you signed some free agents. The rookies are going to get lower priority this year in the tournament. And so Shannon also, remember, Shannon has 2 rookies playing in play-in matches. He also has Marisol McKee coming up against Bonnie Somerville. So you should, what's the word I'm looking for? Yeah, stop complaining.
If anything is stinking up the joint, Harloff, it's going to be that dirty coyote you're about to let in the room. I wonder if he's got his shots.
Oh,
Hey,
gross.
let me tell you something about the coyote. Canines have a very innate ability to sniff out garbage, trash, people. And you're on his radar, so you might want to simmer down a little bit there, Kaiser.
It's very true. Coyote's also a threat to small dogs, so I'll make sure to protect. Now, when you see
Yes,
Coyote and you
protect
see
Molly
Ghost,
at
look,
all
it's
costs.
exciting. They're cool nicknames, and I'm sure that the human beings behind those monikers are
Archibald
great. But as a
Graham,
manager,
goodness.
you're talking to someone who wants to compete and probably has visions of grandeur in their head
big
of
ol' wine
running
glass.
the table and pulling an Ace Cabrera, winning this whole tournament from the play-in match. How do you steady those nerves and get them to just focus on this one play-in format?
Who are you talking to, me or her?
It's really to the field.
Go ahead, Kaiser. Go ahead, little lady. You go first on this one.
Who?
You know, I like this kid, Andres, the ghost with the most. He's eager. He's been training in the dungeon. Drew, Wit, they've been taking him under his wing, really helping this kid get ready. He's a nice guy, which again is a little strange for, you know, normally I like to have jerks in the dungeon, but this kid, he's kind of nice. He, like Brittany, you know, she's another nice person in the dungeon. I'm trying to toughen these kids up, but I think the kid's got the moxie. I think he's a player, and I think he's going to show it today.
Shannon?
You know, Adam has been lurking for a long time, and I earned his trust, and he earned mine. And I don't see a lot of nerves with this kid. I don't think that's what you can expect. I think you're gonna get exactly what a coyote does. He's going to lay low. He's going to survey the land. When the opportunity is right, he's going to eat his prey. I mean, he's not a nervous guy. You've seen it in the promo. He's actually quite amazing. And he's a fan leader. He's done this before. As far as I'm concerned, he's sitting at some guy's house. Hopefully that guy doesn't come home, because if he does, we might be in trouble. But, you know, he's relaxed. He's in his environment. He's ready for this.
All right. Well, The managers are here. Big match for both of you, especially for Corruption, who can pick up just a couple more points to try to catch up here to the Finstock Exchange. All right, going to drop you both out. Good luck. All right.
Bye.
Mark, the managers have done exactly what
Does
we
anybody
thought they
know
would do,
where
and now it's time for
Archibald
the
Graham is
competitors come
from?
in? Are you ready?
Nope.
Well, let me recover from the. Okay.
Nah,
He's a baseball player that was portrayed in Field of Dreams.
Let's do it.
Haven't seen it.
Ladies and gentlemen, it's time for the movie trivia schmodown. Introducing first,
Where are those Field of Dreams questions?
representing the dungeon, making his schmodown debut.
This is sick music.
I love this music.
Always been this.
Andres the Ghost Gallego. Andres, what is up, man? You are debuting. You're here. You have made it clear. You've been a fan of the show for a while. You wanted to play. I think that you had maybe, correct me if I'm wrong, I thought you wanted to maybe even try to get into the draft at first. Didn't work. Didn't go your way. But then free agency comes. You get on people's radar, and Kaiser picks you up. Why the dungeon? Why Kaiser?
Well, with Kaiser in the dungeon, it like in searching all the different types of managers and seeing what my options were, there's just something about Kaiser that automatically right off the bat, it was just no friction whatsoever. And it just felt like the right place, and it felt like my crew entirely. So, I mean, I couldn't have picked a better situation. I'm so proud to be a part of the dungeon.
I want to ask you about your nickname on Duresa, full floating free torsoed vaporous apparition, or Ghost. How is that moniker going to fuel you in these 3 rounds? How are you
She's just not able to make it today.
when you're competing?
She's busy being famous and doing Star Wars stuff.
I know.
Any hit you have to give towards me,
She you know, it's probably funny. She's probably sitting on a Skype call, having dinner with like family or
You're going to
something.
bring in the coyote in just a second. Good luck to you, Andre. We'll see you in a
She's
minute.
rolling a Star Wars. She's rolling a Star Wars empire right now.
You got to have it right now. And
Just casually
his
having dinner with
opponent.
George Lucas, or you know.
Yeah, seriously.
Representing Corruption,
I'm sure she'll pop in the chat at some
making
point.
his schmodown debut. He is Adam the Coyote Collins. Adam the Coyote Collins. Adam,
Hi.
how are you doing, my man? How are you feeling going into this match?
I'm feeling pretty good, Christian. I'm indoors again.
What pop figures do you
Surrounded
have?
by air
Pennywise.
conditioning and
Pennywise.
Wi-Fi,
There's 2
so
Pennywise
hoping
up
old
there.
man Monroe doesn't come
Wayne's
back from the
World.
Piggly Wiggly too soon.
There's 3 Pennywise and a Joker.
Fair enough.
Was that a nobody from Kingdom Hearts on the top
let's just
left
keep
there?
it going.
I
I asked
have no
Andres
idea what
about
that is.
Ghost.
On the top
What?
left,
You,
I
a
thought it was
coyote. What would a
Toothless
coyote
from-
do? How are you
Oh,
going
it might
to
be
perform like a
Toothless,
coyote
too.
in the match for about?
Ooh, I need that pop.
Well, I'm a nocturnal.
That's not a
creature.
dragon, is it?
I do a lot of my
don't know.
studying at night.
Is the middle one?
and I do a
Is
lot
the
of
middle
my
one
eating
Wayne's
at
World?
night.
What was Wayne's World?
so,
They're both
you
Wayne's
know,
World. It's
I'll
Wayne
tell
and
you.
Garth.
Put it this
Oh,
way.
yeah, you're right. You're right.
I
right,
bide
right,
my
good call.
time. I skulk about, and when the moment is right,
Wayne's World.
Andres won't
Wayne's
see it coming.
World.
Thank
but at
you.
the same time,
thank you.
I'll tell you this:
Thank
I
you,
got
thank
my
you.
name in a very, very unique way that I can't tell you right now.
I killed a coyote one time.
All right. Well, that's. Well, I guess it's kind of a
I don't know.
cliffhanger. All right. So
I gotta
Adam,
say though,
last
that's
thing
pretty
I will
cool. They
ask,
lives
though,
in
too, because
Jackson Hole, all the way up in
you,
Wyoming.
Signed with Corruption
Jacksonville.
at a time when they were in the cellar. They were not doing too great. Now that is not the case. There is a
Nope, it is
they
not.
are right there, sniffing at the opportunity to be the top dogs. Added pressure, or is this something that something else? Are you fueled by the fact that there is more pressure on you now?
I could say I'm definitely fueled. You know, I was pretty involved in the study sessions going into that IG tournament, and it was a good way to break the ice with the faction. But I knew as soon as Shannon presented me with the opportunity, it was the right faction for me. You know, I don't see the Schmodown as a black and white issue. I think there's some,
We'll find out.
some moral
They're
gray area in
cute.
there.
We'll find
and I found
There's
the right
coyotes
seat
all
at the
over by my
table with
mom's
Corruption.
house. They're actually very cute.
Fair enough.
until
All
they
right.
all start
So
howling
we're
at
gonna
you,
drop
and then
the
They're
coyote.
here in
for
North.
a moment, bring them back,
I grew up
and
in the country, and they're
our
all over the
competitors,
country.
Mark. They
We
are
see a lot of
They are
them.
ready.
We
This
get a
is
lot by my
2
mom's.
points. 2 points for the play-in match, unless of course there is a
They're
KO or
cute. I want
TKO,
to
then
pet
that
one.
will
They
be
look like dogs.
3 points.
There's
the
their
winner,
answer
of
right
course,
there.
going up against.
Can they
one
get
of
the extra
greatest
point for a
of
TKO?
all time.
Yes.
Yep.
All right, Mark. rules.
All right, guys. So rules for us, very simple. Question for question. Being three of us, we're not going to play coin flip rounds, anything like that. Brian obviously likes that because he doesn't have to flip a coin anymore. And so you'll just see us playing 1v1v1 and having a little fun on this. And I'll say this as well. You guys are more than welcome to play along in the comments. We will not be in the comments. We'll be checking periodically, obviously, but also there is a slight delay from what we're doing compared to YouTube. And so I don't think anything will come through immediately for us to be able to answer a question. And so with that said, good luck. I'm excited. It's our first singles reaction together, and we're going to see how this goes.
I'm going to be terrible. Spoiler alert.
Probably having a nap
God awful
right now.
I can't wait.
But we're here just to have a good time, guys.
Yes.
I'm
very, very
back of your head to the front of your head.
I'm here to win.
JTE rule. You also each have one challenge.
Not, because I know
Use any point throughout the
not gonna happen.
3-round match. You may initiate the challenge. However, your manager
Unless every question is an animated film, a family film, or a
challenge
90s comedy, then I might be
Christian
okay.
Harloff, they seem ready to go.
Other
They
than
got their
that.
tablets.
And horror.
Jill, you just tipped your cap in case you ever
Start
play.
with the
I know you literally
I
just
know.
gave it all away.
Sorry. I mean, I'm never going to play.
And the ghost?
At least in singles,
The
so.
big wise man once said, "I'm pumped. Let's do it."
Then let's get ready to schmo down.
I love that.
All right,
graphic.
guys, round number one. Question number one. Here it is. Action adventure is the first one.
Feels so foreign right now.
You will find the character of Agent Jane Carter, played by Paula Patton, in which Mission Impossible film?
Oh no, my pen died.
I know!
What are you smiling at there, Mark?
Oh, that is not a Mission
Open the
Impossible
mic and
film.
pick up
That
the
is a
snoring.
James
It's
Bond
very
film.
loud in my room.
It's
Four,
one.
3, 2,
Repeat.
1.
Oh,
you got it in time,
wow.
right? So here's the repeat.
That was Adam.
You'll find the character of Agent Jane Carter, played by Paula Patton, in which Mission Impossible film? If you're gonna use the repeat,
I literally, at first, I put Casino Royale. That goes to show how great I am at this game, you guys.
Also, and 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Pens down, please. Pens down,
I
please.
said 3.
Dang it! I said
Ghost Protocol.
Yes.
Is
1
that
point,
the
Andre.
third one?
No,
It's the fourth one.
It's incorrect. So Adam goes up 1-0 here over Andre as we get to question number 2 there, Mark.
That's right. That is in the world of 80s movies, the decade that Christian was born in. I am a kid of the 2000s. Your question: what famous comedian was the star of the 1987 comedy Back to School?
No idea.
I can't answer this.
Please don't. I did catch this on the tube not too long ago.
1987
I like
comedy.
That's great. And 5,
I'm guessing
4,
here.
3, 2, 1. Pens down, hands up, please.
John
And
Belushi.
we go with
Danny
Andres.
DeVito.
Was it Eddie Murphy?
It was not. Adam?
Rodney Dangerfield.
Oh,
correct.
Oh.
And we
All
have
right.
2-0.
That was
Collins.
who I
That's
was
the first
thinking,
two
but I
right.
didn't remember his name. I saw the face, but not
Dramas.
the name.
Here it is.
With the bulgy
Who
eyeballs.
plays
Yeah.
Captain
Yep.
Sully Sullenberger
Oh.
in 2016 Clint Eastwood film Sully?
I know
You
this
know, I gotta
one.
be honest. Part of me always wanted a last name that ends in burger, just because how much fun is that to hear and to say?
I got good news
He-
for you, but I can't tell
He
you
lives
just
in
yet.
a town
And 5,
next to my hometown.
4, 3, 2, 1. Pens down, please. And Adam.
Tom Hanks.
Tom Hanks.
Tom Hanks.
Yes, Andres.
Tom Hanks.
And Andres gets himself
There you go,
on the board.
Andres.
We
Yeah.
see ourselves at 3-1 with question number 4, ready to be asked by Mark
God,
Ellisberger.
get those jitters away. Andre's got those jitters away.
Your question: in the world of Oscar movies, gentlemen, who won the Best Director Oscar in 2018 for The Shape of Water?
Shape of water.
Shape of Water. It's an Oscar question. You got to trump it up. You know.
5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Pens down, please. And Andres.
Guillermo del Toro.
My man Guillermo del Toro.
Yep. And Adam.
Guillermo del Toro.
See,
You got
not
it.
doing
All
too
right,
bad.
So now we see ourselves at
I'm not doing
4.
too bad.
4 to 2. 4 to 2 is the score. 4 to 2. All right. Next question here. Fantasy sci-fi.
Rachel here with a great comment. Finally on board.
Jun Ho directed Chris Evans, Ed Harris, and Tilda Swinton in which 2013 graphic novel adaptation?
Big graphic novel guy.
Depends on the graphic novel, but yeah.
Had a phase.
And
this is going to be wrong.
Batman.
4,
I'm going to guess
3,
anyway.
2, 1. Pens down, please. And Adam.
I put the gold in.
Yep. And Andre.
That's, you know what?
No piercer.
That's not a bad guess, though.
There it is.
Thank you.
That really is not a terrible guess.
It's a book. It's not a graphic novel.
All right, next question.
They're
He's
classified
in the
the
world
same.
of comedies. We're waiting on the sound.
He got him the laugh track.
Nice.
The lead character, Katie Heron, in 2004's
I see you, Abby.
Oh no,
Mark, it's about graphic novels.
Yeah, my favorite one's Walking Dead. What's yours?
100% an Abby question.
100% an
I got
Abby
it first.
question.
I win.
I see you, Abigail
5,
Friel. I see
4,
you.
3, 2, 1. There's an echo. And we start with Andres.
Lindsay Lohan.
Lindsay Lohan.
That is correct. And Adam?
Lindsay Lohan.
Okay. That is 6-4.
That is
Next question. Horror
Is it Lindsay?
thriller.
I don't know.
Yeah, Lindsay.
Paul Rudd appears as Tommy Doyle in which Halloween franchise?
I don't even know
film?
how many there are.
That was a big COVID pandemic bummer is seeing that
I don't
new
know
Halloween movie
the
teaser
names
and
of
knowing
them.
that you got to
Other
wait
than
another
that,
year to
the
see it because
second.
it looks cool.
And I
Yes,
almost
5,
spelled Halloween wrong.
4,
I'm just putting a number
3,
down.
I
2,
don't know. It says
1. Pens
what
down, please.
franchise?
We start
Oh,
with
I don't know.
Adam.
I said
Halloween
Scream.
4.
Halloween 6, The Curse of Michael Myers.
Yes. And Andres?
Wow.
Halloween, The Curse of Michael Myers.
Yes, that is
Wow.
correct.
All
I
right.
didn't even know there was
So,
6.
I didn't
Now,
either.
Neither did I.
7-5.
I had no idea.
We are at a place here where Adam
yeah, I
Collins,
don't know.
should
I thought
he
there
hit
was
his
3.
next question, we'll have a perfect round and we'll get a bonus question.
Come on, animated.
And here's the question.
That's right. Incredible round so far by the Coyote and the Ghost after an early stumble, starting to find his way.
Getting
So
it,
good
getting there.
matchup
He's
in
only 2
story.
behind.
Last question, round number 1, is in the world of animated movies. Could be drawn by hand or on a computer. Your question for a point. You'll find the song "You'll Be in My Heart" by Phil Collins in what 1999 Walt Disney animated film?
The best Disney
Jill,
soundtrack.
don't get
Help
any
the
clues.
competitors. Happy to sing a bar from it.
I'm totally blanking, and I apologize to everybody. I'm writing a name down.
Best Disney soundtrack.
3, 2. You can't just
Repeat,
you actually
repeat.
can't. Don't do that again. Pens down, and we start with
Tarzan.
Yes.
Dang it!
Disney Tarzan.
Yes.
Yes,
Tarzan.
and
I
Adam.
was hoping Jake
Tarzan.
would fumble.
Got it. All right, so perfect round there for.
It was
Adam
all because of
Collins.
the
Now,
year.
Adam, this
It's all
question is
because
going
of
to
the
be for
year
you
and not
only.
Phil
You
Collins,
do
who
not
literally
have to
did
write
that
it down.
entire
You just have to
soundtrack.
answer.
All because of the year.
Are you ready, my
All
friend?
right.
Yes.
Okay.
Here it is. Who directed Kevin Costner in 1999's For the Love of the Game?
Sam
Sure.
Raimi.
Good.
Nice.
By Adam, he gets it. That is 1 more point. 9 points there for
Wow, perfect round 1.
Adam. Great question. All right, going
Jake's
to bring
point doesn't
in
count 'cause he
both
said it out loud
Shannon
instead of
and
writing it down.
Kaiser. And
We both gave up. We both
will
went
get
mad.
to the
I'll
rules
allow it.
of
We can
round
say it.
number 2. Mark,
I have 4
What are they,
points,
Mike?
guys.
I think I remember them for
Five.
this sort of format.
7.
It is round number 2, which means
Oh,
it's the
Jake's
wheel
beating
round.
Drake.
Ghost and Coyote. The wheel round, the wheel of fate, doom, and ultimately justice will be spun by
Adam
each of
made
you.
it.
Once we
Adam
settle on a
made it.
category, you're going to have 4 questions.
really don't want
It's
to use
literally
genre
the best
of
Disney
slowdown
soundtrack.
know-how. Each question is worth 2 points. There is no penalty for missing a question.
Lindsay.
However, stealing, it's available.
Apparently,
in
Leo's
round number
crushing
2.
everybody
if
in
you're
the
not
chat
sure
'cause
the
he's
answer,
typing so
Ask
fast.
us for multiple choice. We'll give you 4 options, one of which we
Yeah,
promise
Phil
is the
Collins didn't
correct
have to
answer.
slap
At that
so
point, the value
hard
of the
on that
question
Tarzan
goes down
soundtrack, but
to
he
1.
did it
So
for all of
Christian,
us.
I think the
And we
Ghost
three
yeah,
played.
recovery
yeah,
after
that
an early
soundtrack's
stumble round
bonkers.
number 1,
So
but
good.
it's the Coyote who is going to determine
I think I watched
whether
that
he would
movie
like
for
to
the
spin
first time either this year or
defer
last
to
year.
his
What
opponent.
the
And for you,
hell is
Christian,
wrong with you?
you'll
Jake,
be
you know
in
this
my
because you were the
heart.
one that told me
Thank
to
you.
watch
All right, we're
it.
going to remove
Have you
Kaiser
watched
and
Hunchback
Andres for a
yet?
moment here. Shannon, you got
No.
60 seconds to talk
Brian.
to Adam to decide. Here it is.
Brian.
Adam, that was amazing.
Um,
Congratulations. You got
Mr.
your first
Berlin,
match, first round out
I
of your
happen
system.
to know,
So don't get too
notice
excited.
that on
Doesn't
your
matter now.
letterbox,
This is
Sword
where
in the
game
Stone was
begins.
there.
So I think
Yeah, I
you
watched
should
it the
spin
night.
first.
Guys, I gotta show you
Gives
this.
greater
I just gotta show
opportunity
you
to
this.
Score what you want. So,
That's a
what do you
good
say?
boy
Let's bring
right
that real
there.
first.
Look at
That
him.
sounds tasty.
That's my
good,
pillow.
because now
What
I get
the
to
heck?
remind everybody that
It's
this
my
wheel
pillow.
has a sponsored
No, it's
slice.
not. That
thanks
is
to
now
one of our
Kyler's
Patreon
pillow.
members,
This
and
is
that slice.
everything you own
See
is
the wheel
his.
here is
Nope,
from
that
this
is his pillow. Okay,
Drew
what do we got on the
Barrymore.
wheel?
So if either the coyote or the ghost spins,
Oh, give me
that
INNERGEEKDOM.
slice, then we're going to say the
Modern
name of
classics,
that
Brad
beloved
Pitt,
patron. Thanks to all our
2000s,
patrons for
movie
keeping us
quotes.
afloat
Ugh.
during these awkward times.
Opponent's
All right,
choice.
so we have
Can't
our
read that
first
red one
nearby
next to
Coyote.
Give
One
me-
of them is
give me-
scores and soundtracks.
Give me 2000.
Round and round. Let's go, Drew Barrymore, huh?
And movie quotes. Here's 60
hey,
seconds
yo.
to discuss.
He 100% has got to pass,
I
right?
don't love it. There's
Don't do it.
so many other options for you where you could do
Yep,
so
spin
much
again.
better, even though I'm pretty confident in your ability to tackle this one. What do you want to do? You want to spin again?
Spin
Yeah,
again.
I'd like to take my chances to get another category, but
I agree.
it wouldn't be too bad if we end
I
up.
think that one next to
Yeah,
movie
let's do it.
quotes.
You can do better.
Catherine. Oh,
All right,
Catherine
here it is.
Bigelow.
Here's the final spin here by the Coyote and correction. And spin is in, as Ken Napthok would say. And here it is. It lands on.
Ooh.
Oh, God.
You got this. You got all your repeats. You can use multiple choice if you need it. Don't be afraid to check if you have to. Take your time.
We
There's
don't know
no
his
question.
strengths
You got
though.
this.
That's
Let's
what
go.
like
We
he could end
don't.
up crushing
Gonna
us.
He could be
remove
a Ben
Shannon
Bateman in
here
for
and
Yeah.
States. We
bring
just be like,
back on.
I don't
Oops.
know how people can remember
All right.
really.
I don't either.
So,
I
Adam, you
just-
chose movie release
I
dates.
mixed so much stuff
Here
up.
is you're going to get 4 questions in the realm of release dates.
All right, pick a random year,
All right.
guys. Let's go.
Seriously.
Question
Oh, we're not
number
writing it down.
1. Are you ready?
I am.
Haste, you ding dong.
Willow was released in
Oh,
what year?
1980.
1987.
To be safe, I'm going to check the multiple choice.
1980. What's 4?
1984.
My answer's on there.
1986.
I said
What are the
88.
chances? I say
1988.
1987, and it's like one of the only ones around it.
My answer's on there.
1988.
Correct for 1 point.
Yes.
Dang it!
Ah.
Next one.
2 points to Jake.
What year saw the release of Nightcrawler?
2014.
starring Jake Gyllenhaal.
I'll go with multiple choice. on this as
100%
well, please.
2014.
Is it
I
A,
did not even know there
2013,
was a
B,
Nightcrawler film.
2014,
starring Jake
It's not a superhero movie.
2015.
I got
or
it.
D,
Oh,
Release
okay.
date.
Makes sense then.
Question right.
2013.
Nope.
It's incorrect. Andres, your question here is what year saw the release of Nightcrawler starring Jake Gyllenhaal? Is it A, 2013, B, 2014, C, 2015, or D, 2016?
2014.
Yep.
Correct for
Nice
1
deal.
point. Andres,
I
picking up
got a
big time.
movie release date
So,
question.
All right,
Bill,
here
it's
is the
about
next question
a.
for Adam.
Or I'll tell you in between rounds. I'll tell you. In between.
Okay.
In what year did Wes Craven return
Oh,
to
goodness.
the Nightmare
Oh!
franchise with Wes Craven's
Let's go
new
2006.
19.
2003.
No. Oh God. 2005.
No idea.
I have no idea
1994.
either.
That is
Oh.
correct.
What
2
the-
points.
Wow! Please.
Wow.
Wow, I was way
Last
off.
question. Iron Man 3
2013.
exploded into theaters. In which
God,
year?
Jeez.
Say it.
2013.
That is correct for 2 more points. So
Make sure
Colin
you write
starts
your
off a
points
little
down,
shaky, but He
Jake.
still comes back there with 4 points
Okay,
in the
so
last
what
2
I was
questions.
saying,
Mark
Jill, it's
defines
about
his
a,
lead there.
um,
14-7.
So
but
news
Andres picking up
outlets
a much
have
needed steal
people
with 1
who
point.
roam the
As
cities
we
at
now
night
drop out,
for accidents,
Adam,
and they're the
we bring
first people
back
on scene with their
Kaiser.
cameras,
Kaiser
and they
got
sell the
60
footage.
seconds to talk to the
Oh,
people.
I remember the trailer for that.
And he's one of those
Playing,
people.
Can you make
Got it,
me
got
a
it, got
chai
it.
tea latte?
Cool, cool.
Hold the milk.
I have
and then
7.
get Run it over to
I
my
have
house.
4.
And Star Drew here.
Nice
I'm
steal,
gonna kick you
brother.
from the
I
chat
like
for
what
that
you
one.
did there.
I'm gonna kick you from the chat for that one.
Feeling good, big
And yes,
smile on
Jeremy,
your
you are
face, and
correct.
you
He got
that
snubbed
positive
bad.
energy, and that's what we talked about, brother. Just you.
He can, if he gets a good wheel spin, he can definitely come back from
Take a
this.
breath
100%.
and let's do this.
Oh,
There's
yeah.
there's 5 questions
All
asked,
right,
right?
so
Or is it 4?
with that, the wheel will
5.
come up,
5, right?
and here is the first spin for the
Especially now that you've got release
Right,
dates
Christian,
out of
that
the way,
lead
you
still
don't
in
have to worry
striking
about
distance for the
landing
Ghost
on that
heading into
one.
round 3 if he can
Don't
get a
encourage
round that
Don't
category
encourage.
that
Maybe.
he's favorable to.
well, that's the thing, Mark. We really don't know what the strengths or weaknesses really
Ooh.
are.
Yeah,
This is
INNERGEEKDOM.
INNERGEEKDOM slice.
This
Now, this is a new slice that basically
But
will encompass all of the
Colin
categories
said that
fits
he studied
into
INNERGEEKDOM with
Next year, of
corruption,
course,
so I don't know if
all
I would
the
take
INNERGEEKDOM
it.
slices will be available.
Now, Ghost, you have to decide here. I know you like these movies. Is it worth keeping this and not landing on some of these other categories that you don't feel so hot about? or do you feel as though you want to give it another whirl and take a chance?
I think Adam can steal
How
easy.
comfortable you are with this category that's going to determine that.
I'd spin again.
No, I feel pretty comfortable with this category.
Oh.
Actually.
Oh, okay.
Okay.
I would have
keep
spun.
in
The thing about that is that it's
All right,
it's
so
all
remove
INNERGEEKDOM.
Kaiser
Yeah.
there,
All,
bring
not
back
just specifically
the
like this or
Coyote,
this.
and Mark, he's
It's
going to get
everything
4
in
questions
that
All of it.
division.
in the realm of the INNERGEEKDOM. Once again,
Yeah,
this
Adam
game
said I was
all
with
of the
corruption when they
categories that are
studied
in
for
the
INNERGEEKDom, so I don't
division.
know if I
That's
would.
right. That
But
sound you just
he
heard
might
is
be
the
great.
writers throwing up. Because
Yeah.
they have to come
I
up with
mean,
more
let's make it a
INNERGEEKDOM
good match.
questions.
I would love to see him crush it right
Yeah,
now.
let's
We're
see
going
you
to ask
crush
you
it. Come
4
on.
questions, each
Come on,
one worth
Andres.
2 points, unless you choose multiple choice. Then the valid question goes down to 1. Your first query,
How many
2.
points he had?
In Doctor Strange, when your spiritual form is pushed out of your physical form,
The mirror
you
realm.
enter what dimension?
Astral?
Mirror.
Astral plane.
Christian, that is 2 points.
Mirror?
Nice.
What am I thinking of? That's
That is
mirror.
correct. Next question.
Flash?
Next
Mirror
question.
Man? Mirror Master?
In the world of INNERGEEKDOM, who directed Star Trek Generations?
Don't know.
No clue. No clue. I'll say William Shatner.
Multiple choice.
Smart.
Is it
smart,
A,
smart.
Jonathan Frakes?
Oh.
B,
Boo.
Stuart Baird?
I'm gonna
I'm
say.
gonna go with
David
Leonard.
Carson,
B.
or D, Leonard
I'm
Nimoy?
saying B.
I'm going to say A.
A is incorrect. So for the steal, I'm going to repeat the question and the options. Who directed Star Trek Generations? Is it A, Jonathan Frakes, B, Stuart Baird, C, David Carson, or D,
Steal.
Leonard Nimoy?
David Carson.
That's a big 1 point steal. You got the steal back, Christian.
Wow.
1 point steal for
Did any of you guys get that
the
correct?
Coyote
No.
as we get to our next question.
All right. In the world of INNERGEEKDOM for 2 more points. In Star Wars Episode 9, The Rise of Skywalker,
Kijimi.
Poe knows a black market
Kijimi.
droidsmith on what planet?
I didn't even finish reading the question. Kijimi.
Multiple choice.
Would
It's
you have
not-
known that?
Is it A, Exegol?
If you
B,
gave me a
Kijimi,
couple more seconds, I would have
C,
pulled it.
Adjun
That's fine. I
Kloss,
mean, you would have
or
gotten it.
D,
I mean,
Camino.
It's Bubble Freak.
C.
no.
C is incorrect.
It is not
So
Adjun
for another
Kloss.
steal, I'm going to repeat the question and options. In Star Wars Episode 9, The Rise of Skywalker, Poe knows a black market droidsmith on what planet? Is it A, Exegol, B, Kijimi, C, Adjun Kloss, or D, Camino?
Kijimi.
It's a funny sounding word, but it's correct for another big 1 point
Wow.
All right, so Andres really needs to come back here
Ugh.
as we get
Come on,
to
Andres. Let's
the
go. Let's
next
go. Let's go.
question in INNERGEEKDOM.
steal. And it's also the last question in round number 2. Round number 3 awaits these competitors for 2 points. And there are 2 big points. In the Hobbit trilogy, what is the name of Thorin's
Oh my
father?
god.
Come on, Jake.
I want to say it's Thrain.
Multiple choice.
Thrain.
Is it A, Thynos, B,
There's a Thrain in
Thyra,
there.
C, Thrain, or D, Tariel?
Can I get a repeat, please?
Yeah, you want to use the JTE rule for the question?
I mean, for the answers.
For the answers, I can give you a repeat for free for one of them, and I will do that now. Is it A, Thynos, B, Thyrin, D, C,
I need to
excuse
give
me,
these
C,
movies
Thrain,
another
or
chance.
D, Tariel?
D.
No.
That is incorrect. So for one more,
That was
1
my
point
guess.
steal, the question. In the Hobbit trilogy, what is the name of Thorin's father? And the multiple choice, A, Thynos, B, Thyrin, C,
Should've put just
Thrain, or D, Tariel?
Thanos.
Rain.
Christian,
Damn.
that is 3 steals in round number 2,
Oh, no.
and that is gigantic.
Big 1 point steal
I think
there
my pen
by
died.
Adam Collins,
Mine
who
did
finds
not.
himself now up
You don't need it
by
anymore.
8 big points.
Oh yeah,
As
you
we now bring in Shannon and Kaiser.
Rachel.
And you might have thought maybe Kaiser was right there. Maybe should have spun away from INNERGEEKDOM. But here is the next round.
I gotta throw that one up
round
there.
number
That's
3.
good.
Mark,
It's
Solid,
good.
solid
It is
twist.
the round that will determine the match, Christian, unless we go
That's-
to sudden death
so
overtime, which
Here's obviously a
we
lesson
are
for the rest of the
semi-prepared
season.
for. So, in round
If you
number
choose
3,
INNERGEEKDom,
each competitor
you're
will
essentially
get a
getting
series
one
of numbers.
question from almost
3
every
numbers from
division.
each of these.
Or
Numbers
every
1 to
category
20.
in
Why do we need the
INNERGEEKDom is what's
numbers?
going to happen.
They correspond
Yeah.
to
Yeah.
an individual
What he got?
winner
He got Star
of
Trek,
movie trivia.
You
Star
got Star
Wars,
Trek, Star Wars,
Your first
MCU,
Lord of the
was
Rings,
Lord of the Rings.
MCU,
Three points,
and
your last
something
one,
else.
should we make it that
Yeah.
far?
And
is
like
worth
a
5 points.
That's just not
They're
fair.
the same numbers as
That's
your
just not
opponent,
fair.
Because the Coyote enjoys an
it's
8.8.
Yeah, but I
You
mean,
get your lucky numbers first,
those
and then
for
go
us,
to the Ghost.
like,
So Adam,
if you have a
what three
general
numbers
knowledge,
do you
some
feel
of
is
those were
good?
pretty easy.
3, 6,
Yeah, but
and 9.
especially
3, 6,
getting
and 9
INNERGEEKDOM
for
after there
Tom
was an
and
INNERGEEKDOM
for-
tournament.
Yeah. All the questions have been asked
We
already.
go
Yeah.
14, 7, and 1.
14, 7,
I'm still trying to figure
and
out where I said
for
the mirror,
Andres. All right,
where the
so
mirror realm.
Shannon, you're gonna have 60 seconds
The
to
it's
talk
well, you're
to Adam.
What?
you're probably
starting-
thinking it's called mirror because the way they
Hey,
project
Adam,
things.
first and most importantly, I think
I could've
I said
sworn
it
she
wrong in
said
the round. You have
mirror
2
or
JTEs
something.
left, not 3.
It's the astral plane,
So
Brian.
use them if you need them.
No,
You got
I
it. You
know
got
it now,
challenge
but
left.
I'm
You got
just
something
wondering
else
where
to
the
say.
hell that came
I
from.
want you to know that you are
Mirror
doing
Master in the Flash.
incredible.
No, it's not Mirror
And I'm talking
Master.
to Marisol too. And if you don't recall,
If someone in the
probably
chat
you,
knows, let
smart
us
guy,
know. We clearly can't think of
all I asked
it.
you guys to do was come in to this tournament and play like vets. And that is exactly what you're doing. And I am so proud of you. Take your time, take a breath, enjoy this. It's 17-9. Just relax. The pressure's on them. All you got to do is maybe answer questions, maybe not. We'll see how it goes. But regardless,
You could get
it's gonna
KO'd.
be
with the
well done.
T-
All right,
Yeah,
thank
he
you
could get
for
TKO'd.
Shannon. All right, Kaiser, 60 seconds. Andres starting now.
Brandon
This
got
is where
it.
you make it up, buddy. This is where you
Okay.
show them what you're made of. I mean, keep fresh, keep
Got it.
stay positive. I know you had to listen to that Hallmark in Hell speech you just gave, and it probably knocked you back a little bit. But saddle up, get ready. This
Come
is the
on.
big round 3. This is where heroes are made, and somebody's going home. You
You got this.
baby.
Get all
Come
these
on, go.
questions.
All right.
Let's
So
go both.
we're going to remove both Kaiser and Shannon there. All right. So Andre's going to go
There
first
is
here. He's
one.
trying to avoid the TKO.
Come on, Em.
And
Let's go.
we start with category number 14. Are you ready, Andres?
Yes.
All right. Here we go. Category 14. You chose the category of new releases. New releases. 2 points. Which actor plays Jimmy Hoffa in
Al
Robert De
Pacino.
Niro? Oh.
Al Pacino.
Oh, come on, Andres. Come on.
5, 4,
Repeat.
3, 2,
Can I get a repeat?
1 repeat. Which actor plays Jimmy Hoffa in The Irishman?
No. Kind of sounds like my last name.
It does. Oh, now I want
That would
Italian
be
food.
Al Pacino.
Nice.
There we go.
Nice. Great
Good job.
roll.
Good job.
So needs to hit this one now, Christian.
Needs to hit this one. And here it is. All right. Your second one, category of
He needs to hit
thriller.
all of them.
He needs to hit
Thriller.
all of them.
There you go. 3 points.
He seems confident.
Liam
in that.
Neeson finds himself awoken
Take
from
it.
a car accident.
Not
No.
taken.
Finds someone else using
no,
his identity.
it's
in what film?
Oh my god, what's the name of it? Oh my god.
Stolen
Oh, it's
identity.
One on the train, huh?
No. Oh my god, why am I blanking
5,
on the name?
4,
I can see the poster.
2,
Can I get a repeat?
second one.
Oh my god.
Liam Neeson finds himself
No
awoken
idea.
from a car accident.
I think it's
Find-
called Unknown.
To find someone else.
I think it's
using
called
his
Unknown.
identity in what film?
Come on, Andres. Let's go.
That's a hard.
Five.
That's a
That's-
hard question.
4,
I'm going to say Crash.
Ah.
94.
Oh.
And your winner by way of technical knockout.
Holy guacamole. That is big for Brooke.
Collins. Looking for Unknown. Unknown was the name. All right, so now
Oh my god!
gonna bring.
Oh, wait, hold on a
Louis
second,
here for
guys.
second
I'm gonna
Andres,
rewind this real
and
quick.
Shannon, big
What?
3 points.
Hold on 1 second.
4,
I'm going to say,
film.
Listen
4,
to the question.
3, 2,
Oh.
can I get a repeat?
Hold on.
second one. Liam Neeson finds himself awoken from a car accident to find someone else using his identity in what film?
Interesting.
Huh.
Because he said he gave the answer of Crash 94.
5.
Because there's
4,
2 crashes. One was
3,
remade and the one was made
2.
earlier.
Can I get a repeat?
I wonder why he didn't say the year.
Liam Neeson finds himself.
But I mean, look, I'm just.
I mean,
I'm just
not that I don't know if
to
the year would
find
really
someone
matter
else
because if you
using
know
his
the
identity.
Exactly.
if you don't
Yeah.
know the
and,
synopsis, then the year's not really going to help.
yeah,
you.
and I was just making sure we covered that because a comment came in too. So
Interesting. Good catch.
And your winner by way of technical.
But here's the big thing. Pin Stock Exchange is in 3rd place now.
Oh dang!
They're in 3rd place now.
Holy moly! I need to see a manager camp when they're not.
Adam Collins
Yeah.
advancing
Somehow.
into the tournament to face an arch nemesis of yours, obviously, but this
All right,
is
what
a
were the
big
final
win because
tallies?
not only is it a big 2 points,
I got
it's 3
4
points,
points.
and corruption picking up
I got
a big, massive
big all
3 points
nine.
here. How are you feeling?
I got 4.
Can you not tell? Can you not tell how excited
I got
am
19.
Right now? Holy
Woo!
crap! Holy crap!
Nice.
Every one of you stupid dumb
Yeah,
idiots,
because I
talking
pulled
about my
unknown. The
rookie,
answer is
talking
unknown.
about my draft.
You did.
and
That last
acting
one.
Like I don't know what I'm doing. Shut your mouths. I'm done hearing.
Wow.
You didn't see all my players
Get 'em.
today.
Get
Now
him.
you saw Adam Collins. So I think it's time for you to retire your trash talk because you're not going to win. You're not going to win.
Yeah.
We're coming for you.
Adam, you
Woo.
played it cool. You played it coy. I mean, look, you had that. I'll be honest.
Mike in the
Mike
That-
in the
oh my
Mike.
god.
So you in the background there. No, I look at him. So
is
you
he
played it really
doing?
smooth there, Adam. And look, when you hit those movie release dates,
too.
I said, I don't know.
Look at
Andres
Molly.
could come back here, and Andres may be able to take
Molly
you out. Not only
is
do you come back,
goals.
you win with a big
Queen.
TKO. So
Queen.
did that rattle you at all? Getting that in
What are
the
you
second round, or
doing,
did you stay poised?
No, movie release dates are something I'm comfortable with. But to be frank, I don't enjoy answering movie release date questions as much as other trivia questions. So I would just prefer a separate category. But yeah, I gave up 1 steal, because I was on the fence of 2013 versus 2014 for Nightcrawler, but I think I can live with that. Yeah, it is what it is. Maybe next time I'll get something I really like.
Hey, Marloff, I think that was a KO, not a TKO,
Oh God,
right?
here we go.
Just a
TKO.
TKO.
Was it a TKO? Okay.
Yeah, third round.
TKO. And
get to third
Adam,
round.
you showed 2 qualities of a great player. One, you got a lot of points, but also you showed that you were coachable, that you were able to be managed.
If Mike
by
doesn't
Shannon,
come
who
back on
really
screen
did
with
seem to have
like
a
some
firm
kind of
hand in
ice
guiding
cream
you
or some
after
kind
the
of
I hope
I'm
so.
gonna be
spin
upset.
first,
God, I
what
hope
category to select,
counting
how
on
to
you,
approach
Mike.
round number 3 should he have to answer questions. So how important was having Shannon be your manager today?
It's the key. I picked corruption for a very specific reason. I saw the drive and the buy-in from Shannon from the get-go. And, she sends me free T-shirts to keep me warm when I'm roaming the deserts. So, honestly, she was in my corner. She has been since I joined this faction. I'm loving this ride.
I got to ask the same thing that I've asked you before here, and it seems like to be like a repeating question here, Shannon. Is it obviously the 4 points is big because now you're look at those standings as it is today. So I know you feel good about that. 3 points, excuse me, not 4, but 3 points. So 3 points today, not 4 points. I'm forgetting.
I mean, you can
Mark's like,
I'm giving you the 3, but nonetheless,
sure.
you get those 3
Thank
big
you,
points.
Mark.
Thank
Thank
you for the
you.
question. But
7.
is it
They
even
don't run it
sweeter
or
because it's
anything.
once again against Kaiser in the dungeon?
Always. And the little cherry on top of
Thanks
this
for joining
was
us.
that they
Bye,
decided to
thank
host
you.
INNERGEEKDOM, which
Thank you.
is hilarious because once again we proved that we're better INNERGEEKDOM than the dungeon, even in singles. So I'm damn proud right now. I'm damn proud.
It is going down. We have
Give it a
Adam
bit of
Collins
background.
advancing into the
What is he
tournament, which
doing?
begins next
I
week.
love him.
Congratulations
I
to
love
both
Mike.
Adam the Coyote Collins and to Shannon and the rest of Corruption.
Beautiful job, Adam.
Going to remove you guys here, and now we bring back Kaiser and Andres the Ghost Gallego.
Andres, good game, Andres.
All right, let's start with the match itself. Andres, you had you had an opportunity there in the second round, and you went with INNERGEEKDOM. Are you second guessing it there too, or how are you feeling about that choice?
I'm feeling that definitely. I mean, there's definitely second guessing on it, but the only thing you can do is just move forward and learn from some of the mishaps that you had in the past. And, that's definitely going to be something going forward that I'm going to keep in mind with INNERGEEKDOM because, I mean, INNERGEEKDOM is a coin toss sometimes. So it's, this one, it didn't work in my favor, but
it's interesting because that
I wish he would have thought of that before he chose it.
Yeah.
I feel like INNERGEEKDOM could be like a tempting tasty apple for some of the people.
Yeah. You have corruption. Does it? I mean, I know that when you play them, you get sick of it, but is it really starting to pain you that it doesn't seem like you can beat these guys?
Hey, they got our number this year. What can I say? I got to be honest. I'm more concerned that the guy moving furniture at Shannon's house was rummaging through her cabinets and drawers. Someone might want to call a cop. Because I don't know what's going on back there. Some creep is I don't know, very, very shady. I don't know. Shannon, you might be in trouble.
Wow.
Call the police. We're gonna have our day in the sun. We're gonna have another chance at these guys. You know what I mean? Like, look, these are two rookies. You never know what you're gonna get. You could kind of speculate and look at you can look at what they're doing in the fan leagues and how they're studying, but you really never know till
he'll be back. I hope he'll be back.
Get him in the ring.
Yeah,
and,
same.
Same.
I
said, when he spun Geekdom, I know Geekdom's tough, but I know he likes those movies, and that's why I gave this. Hey, how comfortable do you feel? Because I'm not so sure if he would have hit Kubrick or something else, he'd have done as good. So I just wanted to make sure he was ultimately comfortable with that. If you're going to take that category, I know it's a tough category, but again, it's on him, not me. So we'll see in the future. Maybe he rolls the dice and go and it's 50-50 with the wheel. You know what I mean?
Yeah, I'll bring that one up when we
going
finish
forward,
this
that's
real
a good
quick. It's a
lesson
good
learned. I
point.
think this kid's got the moxie. I think he's got the heart. I think he's got the attitude, and I think you'll see more of them down the road.
Yeah, so Andres, when you look at the heartbreak of a tournament is that you lose one
Molly
match
hasn't
you're
moved
out,
in like
and
10
you're no
minutes.
longer doing the shimmy towards gold, but you have the perspective
And her
right
face
next
is
to
like
Kristen and I,
straight
where
in
you're gonna
the
watch
in
rest
the
of
in the
match
chair.
unfold. So
that's
you have
another pet
that
I have
you're
yet to
looking
meet.
at
I have yet
and
to
kinda
meet
say, okay,
Piggy
that's
Smalls, and I have
something
yet
that
to
I
meet
can pattern
Molly.
my own game
I've met everybody else's pets, but
Star Drew, Collins is going to get Merle or
he's just been such a massive influence on me.
I mean, if you pull off an upset, I'm not going to complain.
He did last year and how he came up and just the work ethic and the dedication that he has, and that's someone who I automatically want to emulate and I want to be like. So yeah.
All right. Well, look, Kaiser, it doesn't end for you in the dungeon right here. You still got 3 matches here. Vinny's also in a play-in. That's coming up. Vinny Mancuso, obviously, and then you have both Video Drew
and Drew
playing in a match, and Eric Zipper.
And Eric Zipper. So many people that I love.
Obviously, we know the match with
only to realize
went down. And are you putting all your chips though now? With
Eric Zipper's playing who?
These players
oh,
in the
Paul
singles,
Preston.
because if you
Why you
guys
gotta
don't
play my
lose to
faction,
advance, you
Zipper?
could pretty much say that the season is done, right?
I'm pretty confident. I think you're seeing Video Drew playing at the highest level that she's ever played in her life. She's studying every day. We've been running drills, not with Drew, with everybody. So I think she's damn near scary. I think she's going to
Drew, I'm calling upset on that one now.
For redemption. He's hungry. I'm
Video
looking
Drew's
forward to seeing
taking out
that match with
Riley,
him and
calling
Paul
it
Schmodown.
now.
Greats going at it, and I think that's anybody's game. So yeah, I mean we're expecting the
we've
veterans
seen Riley
to show
this
up
year.
and
He
win
played
these
Janine.
first round matches.
Yeah.
Vinny, we've been training him too. Again, he's a rookie.
We'll see him.
These guys are learning as they go. Vinny's only played one tag match.
We'll see him
but he wants it. He's
next
excited,
week
and,
as well for
we'll see how it goes.
for
I mean, yeah, it's been a tough year.
the number one contender match, the teams.
In our rookie season, and we
Who's
won
the boss is playing?
championships, And sometimes it's tough to follow up that act. And we're going to learn from our mistakes this season.
Yeah,
we ain't going nowhere. And I think there's a lot of room for us to make some moves.
Being played this week, right?
Agreed. All right. Well, it didn't work
Vinny's
out there for
not
you today.
this- Vinny's not this.
Yeah, so
good luck.
Quick, with Collins
here, I'll take this off real quick.
We're waiting for this.
So the Vinny Mancuso match, who will either be playing Sabrina Ramirez or Jen Kemp, is being held off until next week until we can see the pay-per-view on Friday. because that match has implications on what the FinSock Exchange is doing with Roka, Merle, and Sabrina. Crossing fingers that Sabrina gets in there, obviously. We'd love to see her play.
Irwin loses.
Huh?
That would mean Irwin loses.
Not necessarily. Not necessarily. Irwin could win, and either Roka or Merle could be like, no, I'm not going to play. You don't know that. You don't know that.
Roka already said at the end of his last singles match, I might just let Sabrina compete.
You don't know. The decision is not officially made.
The day that Roka says, no, let someone else play. Okay.
We'll see.
I will see that when I see it.
So Leo had asked earlier, Collins will now face either Roka or Merle. All depends on what shakes up as far as this weekend's
pay-per-view. He got a perfect round one, man. He
did, and let's talk about it a little bit. I mean, look, we didn't know anything about these players going into it, obviously. We had heard rumblings, Adam was in the fan leaguer, and like Christian said in the promo, he had talked to Robert Parker about him, and Chance obviously probably has something to say about him as well, being in corruption and everything. And then Andres is a friend of Eric, and so that's a good enough recommendation there. And he's involved in a lot of stuff with Video Chronic and stuff like that. And so they're well known in the space, but not inside the game itself. Adam showed up. He answered the questions he was supposed to, and it was just a bad luck of the draw and misjudging a category on the hand of Andres.
Yeah.
Yeah. I mean, I hate to. I don't want to say a fan linger has an advantage, but they do. I mean, how they're playing right now, and I'm not saying that's an excuse for anything, but I mean, how they're playing right now is how they play normally.
Mm-hmm.
So, I mean, the comfortability right there could maybe have helped a little bit, but at the end of the day, I mean, it's kind of ironic that the first time INNERGEEKDOM's on that wheel, it gets played and then bites the person in the backside. So, like I said earlier, I have a feeling INNERGEEKDOM's going to be that like tasty, dangly treat that is like, here, pick me, but then can end up just like coming up behind you and getting you. Nerd Chronic, we picked him.
I agree. Yeah, that's what I said.
Yeah, he played very well. He played very well, and unfortunately, he was
match jitters out of the way.
Well, and realistically, he was the hamster for everybody else with the INNERGEEKDOM category. He was. Yeah. Now everybody knows what it looks like in a singles match. So, Jill, just thoughts on this one?
Yeah, it's a shame the questions really didn't go his way, because I think he could really kill it in singles, and I'm really hoping he comes back because I'd really love to see him get a slice that he's either more confident in or that he knows more. But Adam is got a perfect
might
round
be the real
one.
deal.
He got a perfect round one. His second round wasn't like the best, but it was also one of the hardest slices to get.
Well, he spun movie quotes and then he spun release dates.
You literally spun the two slices you do not want to have. And he pulled a TKO. Like we didn't even get to see him answer his round 3 question. Yeah. So in that sense too, he is still kind of a mystery because we really didn't get to see him go through a whole match yet.
Well, and what Rachel said here to her point, because of the virtual stuff, we don't get to see the cool fancy intro with what strengths our players have.
Yeah,
we don't know with these rookies. We don't know what their strengths are, and at this point, because he spun release dates and movie quotes, that leaves every category. We have no idea what Adam is good at.
Mm-hmm.
And so I'm sure it's going to come out in the next match.
We can assume it was one of the slices on the wheel because I believe they get to throw on a slice or two.
Yes.
But we don't know which ones he put up there. So
it's very interesting. It is very interesting.
But I really, really do hope that we get to see Andres again because like Eric and Brian have said, he kills it in those little quiz shows that they do.
On Video Chronics quizzes.
And And having Mark and Christian in your ear definitely would make anybody nervous. So now he's got those first match jitters out of the way, and I hope next time we see him, he's a lot more confident, and I hope he kills it next time we see him. But congratulations to Adam for pulling out that TKO on your debut match. That's pretty epic.
Very good. The big thing here, obviously, is that there's two big things. One, the dungeon comes up short on points again. It has been constant for them very, recently. But two, corruption is in second place. They overtook the Finstock Exchange, and the Finstock Exchange doesn't have a player in the play-ins unless Sabrina gets in. Corruption has two. They have one on Thursday as well with Marisol McKee, which can get them more points leading into the first round matches. And so obviously the points are going to be shaken up a lot in the coming weeks. Yeah. But as of right now, how it stands is Swag, Corruption, Finstock. It's interesting.
It's a wild mix now to see. The standings are gonna. We saw it switched with Star Wars. We saw it switched
again with INNERGEEKDOM.
This is going to. The amount of people that are in this. Yeah. I mean, you could be low right now and walk out of this in the top 3. Mm-hmm. So I mean, this is going to really change some standings and might possibly make some people fall. We could see people that were high up in the beginning be low by the end of this. So
there could be a big flip. Big flip.
Yeah.
Rachel, stop it. We brought you in here. Don't even.
I will say this is the one we wanted to get to from Tachyon real quick before we get out of here. Second game now that a player not listening to Kaiser has cost the dungeon a win. And correct. Obviously they weren't filmed back to back. This one was filmed a while ago. But as far as release goes, Smets on Friday with the Harry Potter in round 2, and then INNERGEEKDOM here with Andres for round 2 as well. And we've never claimed that Kaiser doesn't know what he's doing. Obviously, players know a little bit more. Obviously, they know themselves more. But this is where a manager comes into play, right? Mm-hmm. It's very similar to sports, where if you see something you like, you kind of just get tunnel vision on that one thing. Yeah. And the manager is there to kind of open that vision up and be like, okay, I hear you, but look at this or look at this. And unfortunately for Kaiser, it just didn't work out in their favor.
Yeah. To be completely honest, if I was Andres, I would have done the exact same thing.
Okay, fair enough.
I don't fault him for it, because I would have done the exact same thing. And that's even coming from someone. I mean, I can hit and miss on some of these categories if it's not soundtracks and release date. But if INNERGEEKDOM's like the shiny little toy. You're like, you see it, it's right in front of your face, in your hand.
Everyone's seen all of those movies.
Exactly. I mean, those movies they're classic because everyone sees them. Mm-hmm. Are you gonna really go away from that? Not really. I wouldn't. So I can't fault him for that, because I would have done the exact same thing, including not listen to Kaiser. And so, I mean, I don't fault him for that, because like I said, I would have done the exact same thing.
Yeah.
Fair enough. All right. Well, that's going to wrap up our reaction and play along for today. Thank you to everyone for joining us in the chat and playing along. It's good to be back with the whiteboards in hands, and this time singles. It's going to be very fun doing it singles wise. And so just a little plug for tomorrow. If you didn't catch the beginning of the show, Jill and I will not be on, but Brian and Molly will be taking over the reins to do the Frank Moran and James White reaction. That'll be up at the same time live here right on the channel, 6 p.m. Pacific. You can check it out, and those two will be having a little fun doing that match. As we mentioned, I know Molly and I are a little bummed because it is James White's debut match.
I know.
But I'm not gonna be able to actually watch and pay attention, because I'll be playing a baseball game. But I'm hoping I'll be able to check in periodically, and obviously watch it afterwards. So check that out
when it drops before me and Molly.
Oh no, I'm definitely gonna watch the match. I'm talking about a reaction. I'm talking about a reaction.
I'll pop in the chat.
I get to go mano with Molly.
You do get to go mano with Molly.
And it'll be Molly. Yeah, just like Jill's today was the first time doing singles. Tomorrow's going to be Molly's first attempt at a singles match here playing along. I know she's really been looking forward to it too. So
no, you don't.
No, you guys can play straight on.
Just go.
You can play straight on.
Yeah, just play straight on.
We'll keep that the way we play here from now on. We'll just go straight on. It's a little bit easier virtually anyway. So check that out tomorrow live, 6 p.m. Pacific, right here on the channel. For now,
one last question, and I know.
Yes, Oakland A's. We're killing it right now. We're killing it. So go A's. But yes, for now, thank you so much for joining us on this live reaction. Make sure you check us out everywhere. Twitter, here on the channel, all of our podcast platforms, as always. For Brian, for Jill, myself, thank you so much for joining us. And Brian and Molly will see you tomorrow. And the four of us will see you back on Thursday. So again, thank you, and we'll see you guys later.